Good evening, Central Indiana. Welcome back to Casey's Cause Studio. Little different atmosphere all the way around right now. It's sunshine and blue sky out. Even though it was raining partly. We got K2 in the building. That man, Mr. Grant, he's back in. He's been in before. And Kevin Goode joins us. At least half of him does. The other half is it's been AWOL for a while. So we're going to get to his utterly amazing story momentarily and talk to Kevin about K2 and everything else going on over there and a little bit about his life. He's been a busy man since last time he was in here. So, but first, once again, thank you to Tanya Kaplan for being involved with us. And my mic's a little hot here. I don't know why. With her son's foundation, Casey Cause, and we are happy to have her a sponsor of the studio. And thank you so much, Tanya. American Basement Solutions, Mr. Larry Ralph, Sr. 1-877-409-2837. That's the guy to call right now because I guarantee you there's not a crawl space in the city without moisture in it tonight. Foundation, crawl spaces, everything. Key Realty with Teresa Messmer, 765-341-8911. Livewire, Tommy Walls Electrical Consulting and Alarm Systems, 765-792-4012. Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress. Hudson Plumbing, S&S Custom Apparel, Mike Swango, Mike's Automotive out off Pumpkin Vine is where he lives, and you can't get to Pumpkin Vine right now. It is destroyed up that way. Stitt's Comfort Systems, 765-346-0195. Get a hold of Caleb Stitt. Wellspring, 765-342-6661. Jennifer Burnham is now running that. K2 Fitness, that guy right there, locally owned, open 24 hours, formerly Reps Fitness, 765-349-5645. And we're going to give you an example of what you can achieve tonight if you're dedicated, you listen to the instructors, and you go to K2. So, Steve's Appliance Repair, if Steve can't fix it, scrap it. What's up, Mikey? The Yard Barber with Andrew Payton, 765-318-4108. If you'd like to be a sponsor of the show, please get a hold of me. Don't forget our marquee, which, you know what, I didn't even see if that was on. I bet you got shut off today.
I saw it out front.
Okay, it's running good. Fairway Mortgage with Angie Turley. Thank you so much. We have, Livewire, Tommy Walls Electric Consulting on there. And, of course, some porch time stuff. So get a hold of me. We'll get you on there. And we got some other stuff coming up, too. The weather stuff. Huge storm blew through here, as you guys know. Lots of trees and power lines down across central Indiana. Almost every out-of-town road has some trees down or power lines down. 252 is back open. We know that. But lots of damage. Stay off the roads. Let the professionals do their jobs tonight. There's already been a lot of runs by the EMTs and stuff. So, folks, stay at home. Let them do their work and get us back to normal real quick. We are going to be installing cameras around different areas. Hello, Nicole. What's up, Matt? Around different areas in the county. If you want your business to be involved with that, get a hold of me because these are going to be on YouTube and they're going to be on live when we're going on weather. What's up, David? And also, we can punch them up anytime we want. So this is going to be a golden opportunity for advertisement to a lot of folks because when weather hits, our site gets flooded with a lot of folks. So anyway, enough of that. Don't forget, we have a fundraiser this Sunday. If you got baked goods you want to donate, gift cards, baskets, let me know. This is going to the YMCA and the Morgan County High School Bass Masters. So that's where the money's going to. We're going to split it up this time. Hello, Angela. That being said, it's time. Grant and Kevin joins us. And Kevin's not K2, but that's where he works out, correct?
Correct.
We're going to get to Kevin's story real quick. I'm going to start with Grant. Grant, how are things going at the new K2?
Doing excellent, man. It is always a great time there.
First, let me back it up. How are things with you in your life? You're a married man now.
I am a married man now.
You're a married man.
Married man, got a mortgage, all that good stuff. Living the dream, right?
Right? Yeah, folks, this guy's total shape here. And he walks in, he's like, my back's hurting. I'm like, come on, Dad.
Once you're 30, man.
Yeah, he's suffering. What's up, Zach? Hello, Robin. Yeah, he's suffering hard. But you guys are doing good work over there.
Yeah.
I'm hearing good things about it. and you keep growing. That's all you can do.
Yeah, honestly, one thing that I really love, and we got a really cool announcement coming up. So I don't know if you know this or not.
You got to do it. You got to come on here and do it.
Yeah. So one of the things that we always love doing is like getting community feedback in terms of like what equipment, what color we want the walls to be, all that. So we've got a really big surprise coming for people here soon to vote on. So that'll be fun.
Let me know, because I will post it on the community page.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll get involved seriously with you, because I want to be involved. I'm not going to go in there and... who was it? Was it you that got a hold of Corey and said, why hasn't Kevin been in here? Was that you?
That might have been me.
It was at Gillespie's or somewhere, too. So, whatever.
Oh, yeah, I ran into him over there. Yeah. And I asked where you were.
Hello, Heather. And they're like, why hasn't Kevin been in? What's up, Michelle? Hello, Christy. So I was like, wait, what? So I need to get in there. I would least like to get on a bike or a treadmill.
Yep.
I'm not going to go in there and exercise and work out and kill myself anymore. Leave it to young guys like this. So
the guys in their 20s, right?
I'm telling you, you get 30.
I'm going to do on left.
You got a long way. What's up, Christina? How are you? Good evening, Mike. She must have been. Hello, Linda. All right, so you got this guy coming in, what, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, I started my membership. So I went a lot in high school, and I restarted my membership in August of 22. That's not necessarily when I started this journey.
Let's start with the basics. What'd you weigh?
When I first started at K2 Fitness, my largest weight I weighed was 465 pounds.
Holy cow!
Yep.
I thought it was 3-something. 400 is
almost
say again.
465, almost a quarter of a ton.
465 pounds. Christy, I know we're in here all the time now. Thank you, dear. Nice to hear from you as well. 465 pounds.
Yep.
Did you know him at that point in time?
Yeah, I know we had crossed paths, but
we went to school together. We weren't in the same grade, but we've definitely seen each other. And
because you were 3 years under me, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So, in my opinion, one reason why I do carnivore now is because I'm getting older. My joints kill me every day. Weather like this, and this morning I got up and everything hurt. Yeah. And I was like, I got to lose some weight. I'm not going to go to the gym and do it. I don't have that motivation in me anymore to do that on an everyday necessity wise, because you get that false sense of, hey, I'm working out. I can have 2 croissants for breakfast now, which then you don't work out. And guess what? You're still eating the 2 croissants for breakfast. And then you're like, I gained 20 pounds. How's that happen? I've been going to the gym. So the motivation, what motivated you?
That's
health.
That's the big story.
More so than anything.
Yeah, so when I was 465 pounds, I met with my doctor a few times. We got, at first I was
465 pounds, folks. I emphasizing that.
So I got diagnosed with hypertension. They put me on one pressor for that medication. After that, while later, we did a blood pressure recheck. After some home checks, they put me on a second medication. I was also sometime in that time frame diagnosed with diabetes type 2. Had a sleep study done, was diagnosed with
sleep
apnea as well. And it would have been like January of 23. My doctor literally looked at me and said I wouldn't make it to 40 if I kept living this life.
That's a shot in the face right there.
It is, very much so. And I don't know, you say you look in the mirror, but I literally just looked at him and I said, well, what have I got to do? And there was supposed to be some sort of weight loss program down in Bloomington, but with getting in was difficult. Everyone wanted to do that program. Didn't get in. Then my second option was actually bariatric surgery.
Sure.
So I met sometime early that year with a bariatric surgeon. We talked about, weight loss, got me on what would be considered a keto diet. Technically, it's called what's called actually a liver reduction diet.
Sure.
They want to make your liver smaller for the surgery. Did that diet. They wanted me to lose 20 pounds on that diet. I lost 80 by December. I had that.
How long did it take you to lose 80?
80 was from the February start date to would have been December.
So less than a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. And that was just what I always say. I hate saying it because people who have the surgery, you always hear it's more of a tool than anything, but it's definitely not easy by any means. It doesn't make the process easy. In fact, it made it harder.
Yeah, I know people that had it.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's not easy.
Oh no.
So therefore, I'm like scratch.
So after an extensive conversation with my doctor from losing 80 pounds, he told me, he's like, I'm not making that decision for you. We decided to go ahead with the surgery. I had what's called the Roux-en-Y, took half my stomach out. Diet went back to being absolutely insane with like 800 calories a day. I was probably dropping like, at one point, 12 pounds a week.
Holy cow.
With
2 pounds a day?
That's about what it is.
There you go. That's my son. I couldn't be more proud of Christina. I agree. This is amazing.
So yeah, pushed it. That summer I biked like it was a full-time job. I bought like an electric bike. I would ride it to the gym. I'd ride it wherever I went. I'd go on like 2-hour cycles.
Now, prior to this, before you hit 465, did you play any athletics in school?
I played football in school. I played baseball from like, my mom loves to tell the story about, I was like 2 years old and they were like, well, he can't play because he can't talk. And she's like, talk to him, Kevin.
Yeah.
And so from 2 years old to probably about, would have been like early high school, maybe freshman year, I played baseball, played football. I was obviously a lineman.
Nothing wrong with that. I was a lineman also.
Yeah. So, but no, I played sports.
But I was dirty. I wasn't big.
Yeah.
I was just mean.
Helps for sure.
Right.
But no, I definitely played sports. I just never, to be honest, it was like an eating disorder. Never diagnosed, but like definitely just a problem I had with food. I needed to revamp, work my relationship with food. And even now it's difficult on this like cut that I'm doing to go to bodybuilding later this year. It's like a whole new ballgame and I love it. I love my new relationship and all the numbers and all that.
I want to ask you this, and coming from a guy that's chubby with little or no metabolism, and in the military, I had to run those extra miles every week. Isn't that crazy? Sunshine, blue sky, and
right.
lightning.
Thunder.
Because the thunderstorm heads are so tall, and we got this earlier, Zach was saying they can shoot out 10, 15 miles behind it. In the areas you're like, there's no lightning or thunder. Well, there is. I had to do that. I had to push myself daily to maintain a decent weight.
Yeah.
And I was 155, 160, and I'd fluctuate up to 170. And that's when I was like, okay, I gotta push down again and not drink Coke for dinner. And,
That's one thing that helped a lot, actually, was people mention like drinking all the fluids. I don't drink calories. I never think I will, unless you count like the protein shakes, especially now that I've got to meet a certain protein goal for this.
Was food your life though? You know what I mean? Did you program your entire life around?
I mean, like in the culture we live in, even like after the surgery, you go to like Olive Garden, you got the trio. That's the first meal I saw someone eat. And I was like, geez, that is a lot of food. And I can't take 2 bites of it now. And I'm full.
Yeah.
But like, and then you've got the unlimited
problem.
breadsticks, you got the unlimited salad, it's all right in front of us. It's easy to do.
Oh yeah, no. My favorite food is the easiest thing to eat, and you can sit and pound it all day, and before you know it, you've ate 10 to 15 slices of pizza.
Oh yeah, no, that was my
quickest.
That's a vice. I have to avoid.
Yes, I mean you can just sit and pound them.
Oh yeah, no.
And especially I get the thin crust. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing bad. Well, you just ate a full pizza.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Nope.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Dude, I feel your pain at 465. So you dropped 80.
Mm-hmm.
Did you set goals for yourself?
Honestly, the goal I had in mind was to like win my life back. I was told I was going to die at 40, and I was like, that's not going to work for me. I never I wanted to look better, obviously, once I saw the weight coming off. But my main goal was just to shed off the diabetes type 2, shed off the hypertension. And a month after the surgery, because of the 80 pounds that I had already lost, I actually was off all medications.
So they cleared you type 2?
Yep, I no longer. My last A1C check was 4.7. The scare I had was I overheard them in the hallway. I was listening, and they're like, all I heard was, "Did you check his A1C?" And they said, "Yeah, it was." And then they said 7, and I was like, "Oh my god, what have I done?"
Right. Sanders, Grandpa needs you.
Matt, how are you, man?
Oh, leave it to him, huh? Grant could probably eat a whole pizza, be fine, and just go kill it tomorrow at the gym. But
yeah.
So it is just mind blowing. I'm still 465. You're at 370, 390, 380, somewhere in
right
there.
Around there is whenever 385.
So then you had the bariatric surgery.
Yep.
And then you were losing 12 pounds a week.
That was probably the biggest chunk of it was over the summer. So I work part-time at Riley Hospital, and that's the weekend option. So I have the whole week to do whatever I want, unless I pick up. Like right now, I'm picking up 2 days a week just to get some money in my pocket. But,
sure.
Like, and that's what I mean by like my full-time job during the week was exercising and dieting, and I would go on insanely long bike rides.
But even at 380 pounds, you were doing this?
Yep. No.
But you probably felt like a totally different human losing almost
By
100
then,
pounds.
it felt good. Like,
Yeah.
I was 380. I was 80 pounds down. It felt like, you know, I had lost, you know, a fourth
Yeah,
of
go
myself.
home and lift an 80-pound weight and walk around with it and then set it down.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean, like the biking. That's why I bought the e-bike too, because I didn't want to work the hills. Now I own like a road bike it's like a 15-pound bike that I love to take on rides. I don't do a lot of it right now because I don't want to burn muscle for this bodybuilding competition coming up. But in fact, cycling though, I cycled so much that it got me hospitalized for a low heart rate.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so January of 20.
Well, you got the Lance Armstrong heart going.
That's what they told me. My heart rate while working. So my watch alerted me. It was like, you're below 60. And I was like, mentioned my doctor. I was like, I know I've been working out a lot, but like it's telling me it's below 60. I'm kind of worried about that, especially because at that point we were kind of starting to talk about skin removal surgery coming up in December of 24, like this last December.
Right.
And then he's like, no, we'll just keep an eye on it. That's my primary care. Then I'm like, okay, what's below 50? He's like, okay, we'll still just keep an eye on it, make sure, we'll see how often it happens. And then ended up like alerting for sleeping below 40. And so he placed me on like a Holter monitor, which is a device you wear that you like, it'll tell you what your heart rate is, and they can look like a little EKG all the time.
Sure.
And I got a bunch of alerts for that, and they just asked me about my symptoms. And I was like lightheaded, but that mainly had to do with my fluid intake and not keeping up with all my cardio and not drinking enough. But it had
you really you turned exercise into your lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
Basically you
yeah.
I mean, this guy does it, but you lived it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
No.
You turned it into, this is what I'm going to do every minute of every day.
Go in the morning, go to the gym, do some cardio there, and I'd hop on the bike and go for like a super long ride. I mean, I loved it, and I still do.
So I'm gonna say this. Busting your ass will give you results.
Oh, 100%. And I would say too, like, a lot of people talk about motivation. Motivation gets you to the gym. Discipline will keep you there.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you have your own podcast? I'm dead serious.
I actually recently started a bunch of social media.
You have a story to tell folks that will save lives.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to tout them with the coolest shirt ever on over there, by the way.
Hey, thank you.
I'll wear that to the gym today.
You could set it up in that gym and do a 15-minute, 20-minute, or even a 5-minute TikTok every day.
So
that's going to hit people.
I haven't talked a lot yet just because of time, but I have been posting. I have a professional page now. It's called Get Good CPT. I'm actually training to get my certified personal trainer license through NASM. Hoping to work with K2 and whenever that comes to fruition, because they've done so much for me. I want to give back to them.
That's what I'm saying. That's where it all started, right?
Oh, yeah. No.
K2?
Yep.
Or probably reps at that
point. It was reps at the time,
Mm-hmm.
but they took over shortly after. Like February it started, and he mentioned earlier that they bought it in September of the same year. So.
Yeah, Grant may not always been K2, but he's always been driven. You can tell the build on the guy, even in his 30s. So, suffering in his 30s. He's always been an individual that looks strong, looks healthy, and he's always been willing to help folks in this community
100%.
if they wanted to reach their goal. If they can, he's not going to go out and drag them out of the streets. But yeah, I'm a prime example of that. But I know if I called him up one day and said, "Grant, I need to do it," he's going to say, "All right, here we go. Be here tomorrow at 7 o'clock."
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'll take you up on that.
Oh, I know. Corey, he's doing it now. He's digged me. So K2's where it started.
Yep. Nope.
How many days did you walk out of there just pissed off the planet, and ready to give up?
Ready to give up? Never. I mean, once I've set my mind to it.
I know. I love you too, Matt.
And he's the best.
I mean, once I set my mind to it, I don't think there was ever a day where I always make the joke now, like, I've been training my cousin in the mornings. We get up at 4 a.m. before work to go. And
wait, you get up at 4 a.m. to exercise?
If I worked the same day,
that's military stuff. I'm not doing that.
But I always make the joke with him. I'm like, who designed this workout?
Yeah.
And he's like, you did. I'm like, yeah. But I don't think there's not been my day one was like literally that day one. There was never a day off. I went in with the mindset, and the discipline started then. And I'm one of those people now that like if I miss a workout, I just go crazy.
But it's one thing. You have to have that internal flame, and you have to convince your mind first that we're doing this.
Yeah,
we're doing this, regardless of what side good or evil pops out. We're doing this, and it's good for 72 whatever hours or so, and then I got to go over here. I'm running late. I'm not going to make it tonight. No.
Time's the biggest thing that comes in.
Yeah.
You'll learn very quickly if you ever take a certified personal trainer class that's the biggest thing people say is time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I made sure that I had time to do it. I work out in the morning because then you don't have excuses for the rest of the day. You don't go eat like something because you've already put in the work. So in my head, it's like I've already put in the work this morning. Why would I cheat on the diet? Just got to work harder tomorrow if you do.
We're talking to Grant from K2 and Kevin Goode, who is affiliated with K2. Boy,
we're all happy.
That's our show. Sanders is going to be all over that. Boy, I just got fired. K2, boy, I can't believe that's a Freudian slip there, huh? K2 is where he started. I want to take a step back. I want to ask you. You recognized at 465, I'm dying, and there's nothing going to save me but myself. Did you change your diet instantly? Like, were you?
All right, I'll see you tomorrow at 5.
There you go. Did you change your diet instantly? Did you go low carb, carnivore? Did you consult Grant? Did you consult what did you do?
That's the thing I think has been the most surprising to me is like you said, it was like I realized that I had to win my wife back.
Yep.
I didn't consult anyone until recently, like with all this bodybuilding stuff. That's a whole new world to me. I was my own personal trainer. I was my own dietitian. The only thing I did at that point was calorie cut. Didn't pay attention to any of the macros. Just made sure that my calories were at a deficit.
Right.
And I did make that change immediately. If you go back to high school, even I have tracked my weight on the same app since then. You can see the roller coaster, and everyone's going through it. Where you drop 30 pounds,
sure.
You gain 60. You drop another 20, you're back up 80 more pounds. And it's just, and I don't know if everyone did that extent of it, but that was mine, where I was literally dropping 30 and gaining 80 back. Because you like put yourself into this like non-sustainable like super cut and then.
So you shot for low calorie deficit is what you went for.
Yeah, and I used like at that point in time I think I was using the MyFitnessPal app, which like it also
I've had that.
Will coordinate in like your exercise, so you can kind of use that as like a cheat where you're like, oh, I've dropped like 600 calories today, so I can eat a little bit more that day.
Right.
And I definitely used that because like at that point I wanted it to be sustainable, so I would use that as a way to get to the calorie deficit.
I mean, you have a story that needs to be heard, documented.
It's documented every single day. I don't think there's no
put it out there. Yeah, because this is amazing. So you didn't go carnivore. You didn't really go just for the drop in the liver size. You didn't go keto or
that was kind of keto. When like the liver reduction diet is a high fat, low carb diet, and it kind of preps you for after surgery because you can get what's called dumping syndrome after surgery if you carb load, where you'll like either just be on the toilet all day or you'll be puking.
Dumping syndrome?
Yeah,
dumping syndrome.
Makes sense.
It's a bunch of sugar hits your stomach at once, and your body says we got to get rid of that really fast. So,
right.
So it kind of preps you for that, the low carb lifestyle, which I did for a really long time, and then now I'm just eating more like complex carbs because those digest a lot easier.
So you've replaced food as your adversary and made it your
it's
friend.
A tool now, for sure. Yeah. I mean, the app I use now is a little different. It's called Macro Factor. You check in every Sunday and it will adjust your macros. And that's what I mean by like had to kind of see where my macros needed to be, but definitely a tool of like making sure the carbs are where they need to be, the fats where they need to be, the proteins where it needs to be, instead of, just go into it, or even just focusing on the calories.
So since you were at the cusp, literally, of dying, the fear factor is what drove you?
That's where the discipline is, and that's why I'll never go back to that lifestyle. I always say like bodybuilding's definitely not for everyone, and I don't think it's long term necessarily for me. I love it, but it's very hard to do.
Well, the confidence that you ooze and the pride that you have in yourself is noticeable, and I think no matter what event you get into or what you do from here on out, you're already a champion in your
That's what
line.
I say about, like, I've briefly mentioned it a couple times, but there's a competition on October 18th in Chicago. It's a transformational comp. It'll be 50% is judged on physique, 50% is judged on the story that got you there.
Oh,
so it's
your
not just a
story's
straight up physique competition.
Flash that picture one time and it's over.
But all that to say, like, I forgot where I was going with that, but I mean, it's a whole different ballgame with bodybuilding now. Like, and I talked extensively with the trainer today about it.
Let's get into that. So you've dropped the weight. Mm-hmm. Now you want to turn, as we used to say in the Army, fatness to fitness. And you want to gain muscle and not fat. Yeah. So now you got to change your diet all over again. Mm-hmm. And get with guys like that. They're going to work you to death. Yeah. And pump you up. That's what you're at now. That's what you're doing now. And you're doing this at K2. Mm-hmm. So what does your diet consist of now? Proteins and...
It's like 1 point... That's what I just talked today extensively with Braden at K2. He's one of their trainers. ISAA certified.
Yeah, he's an ISSA master trainer.
Yep. How many trainers do you have over there?
So we've got Braden, he's our head coach, and then we also have Aaron Siebert and Teresa.
Aaron Tierno. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Talked with him extensively today about where my protein needs to be. He said it was where it needs to be. But just like right now it's a body weight thing, so it's 1.5.
Ignore him.
And I've told him so many times, August. It's going to be here in August.
Workouts. So I'm on I think I'm actually on 1.2 right now. And that's what Braden mentioned today was if I want to be where, like, I'd like to be around 180, weighing in at 180 come stage
1.2 what?
1.2 grams of protein per body pound.
Okay, so at 180, you're roughly at what? 0.2. I'm not going to do the math, but
1.2. It's like roughly
200,
230, 240 right now.
Okay.
Fat's like 60, and then carbs are where that's actually where it's been the biggest struggle because, like I mentioned, the dumping syndrome. You really have to with me focus on carbs that I can digest that aren't going to cause my stomach too many issues.
But where do you get how do you get that much protein in you and that much? See, I'm going the other way. I don't want carbs right now. How do you get that much protein in you? I pound duck eggs. The 30% more protein than regular eggs. He trains at the gym. David, I don't know his last name.
Oh, and I'm sorry, David Drake.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So David Drake, which God bless him. Honestly, he's given me so much advice. He mentioned to me carb sources or protein sources. You want to mix them up. So the way I do it is like my breakfast, and this is another thing that's dreadful about the diet. I say it's not for everybody because I eat the same thing every day.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it down to detail.
For breakfast, I eat a yogurt that's kind of like an overnight oats that I make the day before, or I prep it 3 days in advance.
But see, I've heard oats are bad for you too.
Everything's good in moderation.
I love that.
And
Say that again. Everything in moderation.
There's only so many carbs that I can eat, and those are one of them. And they're a slower digesting carb, so they kind of stick with me for the rest of the day. And they're a complex carb, and they keep me full longer. So that's normally, to get it started, I guess, 4 a.m. starts, I go to the gym, I eat a banana halfway through right before I hop on the treadmill just to restore my glycogen. Once again, thanks to David for pointing that out. Throw that in, and then hop on the treadmill. I might eat a Cliff Bar right afterwards. Once again, just a quick carb source, because that's where I need the most of carbs. That's my snacks all day, are just carb, to try to build the muscle. Then my meal with alternating the protein sources would be yogurt to start the day with those oats mixed in for more carbs. I drink a protein shake between breakfast and lunch. Lunch comes around. That's what I call my high fat meal because fats are slower digesting, so I want that to keep me full till supper.
So what are you eating for lunch?
Lunch is a biscuit with a little bit of gravy, like sausage gravy.
So and then you're eating whites. Okay.
But it's I always look at it, I'm like, are you kidding me? This is all I get to eat.
Dude, I would kill for a biscuit with gravy.
It tastes so good, but it's so
especially after eating steak and chicken and pork for the last, Actually, I cheated the last week because a couple weeks ago for my birthday, so I did have biscuits and gravy.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you both.
But then another protein shake before supper, and I just recently started doing K2 protein, which is just a slower digesting protein. Once again, I just want to keep myself full throughout the day, so there's no sort of snacking.
But that's a lot of food. That's a lot of intake you've taken in.
It is a lot of intake. And then to finish that off, it's Taco Bowl every night. that I've made myself.
Really?
Yep.
Homemade taco bowl.
Yep.
Chips?
No.
Okay, so just the beef.
So I have
lettuce.
to change that. One of the things mentioned, like with like carbs digesting weird, rice I cannot do. Rice has been in my taco bowl and it's gonna be there for a second, but I can only finish so much of it. So, and it's only gonna be there for a second because I've meal prepped so much of it and I don't want to throw it all away. So I'll eat as much as I can and then I'll like throw a protein bar in the end of the day because you gotta meet, you know.
So you're burning a lot of calories though now working out.
No, that's what I mean. Like right now, that's what I was just talking to Braden with, and that's where like the protein drinks in general up my calories, which is like thank God they exist because I don't know how otherwise I'd be still cutting and I don't want to necessarily. I want to cut now, but I don't necessarily want to cut as much as I would be if protein shakes didn't exist because I just can't fit that much in my stomach. So like my maintenance is actually like 3,100 or 3,200 from working out so much. And right now I'm on like a 2,800 calorie diet. That's to cut 2 pounds a week. So
you're still dropping weight.
Yeah.
What do you weigh now?
I weigh 205 this morning.
You probably feel like a totally different human being.
It's a whole different life. It really is.
And you said stage weight, you want to get down to 180?
180.
So you're 22 pounds away.
That's what we were talking about today is like the cut being like 2 pounds. Braden would love to see me be like 5 pounds off come 2 months from now. So that's a pretty hard cut.
I got to ask this. When you work out, do you put Goggins on your ear, listen to him, talk to you, David Goggins, just tearing it up, telling you you're weak and not any good? And
honestly, I don't see him that much. I don't see a lot of people because of the 4 a.m. workouts.
You know who he is, and he's an
Oh, you're saying David Goggins.
Yeah.
I do listen to a lot of like motivation things.
Yeah, he'll motivate you.
Yeah.
You're like, man, I hate myself right now because that guy's out running marathons with broken feet.
I know, right?
Like, he's a different video I've seen, it's like no excuses. Like, get off the couch. What are you doing? Go to the gym.
I watch podcasts every now and then, and there's a guy on Rogan, and I forget who it was, but he was a workout guy.
Yeah.
And he said, Goggins said, come over and stay with me and we'll work out. He's like, okay. And so he's like, first, it's like crack of dawn. Goggins has got him up and they're doing sets of pull-ups. And Goggins said he's just testing him. And, they've done hundreds of these things already.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, Goggins said, and I won't use his colorful language, but he was like,
hey, Jimmy.
Hey, doing James? He's like, we're not leaving the house until you do 10 more. And he said, my arms were literally on fire. He goes, I couldn't even hardly lift it.
I think I listened to that one.
And Goggins was like, we're not leaving until you do 10 more.
Yeah.
And he was that way all week with the guy on stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
he's a very extreme individual.
Oh, yeah. But to talk about pure motivation, not that you need it, clearly. Your motivation came with self-drive, which is almost impossible for people to get and obtain and keep. But you're the story. You're the story.
That's a big part of why I started pursuing the personal trainers because, like, first of all, it's possible. You can do it. I weighed 465 pounds. I'm weighing in at 205 this morning. You start a conversation with that right there alone. Yeah. And that's going to get people to listen because that is utterly amazing. And you're not lying. You got video. You got pictures. No. Yeah.
Are you a slave to the scale to this day?
I mean, not in the sense of like, at this point, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would love stage weight to be 180, but that's not to be 180 pounds. That's just because the math says that's where I'd love to be.
Were you a slave to the scale every day?
And once again, I mean, I loved seeing the pounds go off. Once I reached that 100-pound mark, I thought I was done. Then I reached 200 pounds, I thought I was done.
Yeah.
Every like milestone.
See, I can't stand weighing in, even if I'm losing weight.
I weigh myself every single morning.
Oh, you do?
But it's just to look at the number and see the trends. And like the app that I use actually uses that instead of exercise. It'll track your weight and then it'll adjust your calories based on that. So, and that's what I mean. I hop on there once it says it's registered. I just hop off and I'm like, okay, that's what I need to do. But I mean, I know what I'm doing at the gym and I know that the results are there. So like the weight doesn't necessarily matter until I look and like see a trend and I'm like, okay, well, we got to change something up to get, where I want to be.
When's the last time in your life did you weigh 200 pounds?
Oh God, it's been an upward trend since probably elementary school. So
junior high.
I mean, middle school, I probably was weighing in at 200 pounds.
That's crazy.
Like playing like 7th, 8th grade football. I probably weighed like 220 then, honestly.
And now you're all the way up to 28 years old.
Yeah.
But you're back. You've obtained that weight again.
Yeah. No. I wouldn't change it for the world.
I am dumbfounded. I'm like, tomorrow morning when I don't want to eat my low carb bowl again, be like, there's a guy out there right now that went from 465 pounds, dropped 265 pounds in how long? 2 years?
2 years time. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's mindset. It's motivation, discipline more than anything, like I say.
Yeah, discipline for sure.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen anything like that in your gym? Come to your gym, people do that?
So I mean, we obviously see a lot of transformations, but nothing to that.
Yeah, he's top end.
Yeah,
he's got to be.
Nothing to that extent.
Yeah.
I mean, even in just like busy guy working other jobs. So I'm also a coach on top of that, and specifically, I work with people with weight loss or for weight loss, and then I work with a lot of like eating disorders and things like that. So even with that, we see some pretty crazy transformations, but still at that, nothing to that extent.
He's got to be your picture boy from here on out. Saying, you know what I mean? Here's what you can attain.
I mean, that like literally Kevin's story is a genuine inspiration to everyone. Like I really hope that everyone listens to this, hears this, knows that, no matter where you are in life, you can do this.
I mean, it hits everywhere. Even if you're 200 and you want to get to 180, or if you're at 350 and you want to get to 250,
right?
You know what I mean? It applies to everyone.
Yeah. And I would say too, off that note, because we've mentioned the weight a ton, it's also the lifestyle, like the way you feel about yourself. Like,
oh yeah.
You drop that poundage. That's my biggest like thing I tell people is like, and I always like make the joke. I'm like, you're not going to be dropping 12 pounds a week. Like, it takes a lot to do that. I don't expect anybody to do what I did, but at the same time, like, I dropped 70 pounds, but I also became a whole different individual. Like you said earlier, and it spoke volumes to what I've grown as a person as far as my confidence level, my ability to get out, just be a go-getter. I can move around the room. I always say at work now where I'm just like used to, I was always a quick individual. I mean, I was pulling guard when I played football, so I've been fast, but like I'm more comfortably fast now, and I'm more comfortable in my own body. And I mean, that's a big thing that comes within that same sentiment with like getting on stage come October. I was going to wait until I had my second skin removal and get I always call them my boobs because that's what they are, but get them cut off.
Cortisol or whatever it is.
But it was David that approached me and wanted to get me in a physique competition. And I was like, let's do it. No
fear anymore. No fear at all.
I mean, there was for sure, and there is going to be, I'm not going to lie, come October 18th, like I'll step on stage in whatever I'm wearing and be probably terrified. But
just have that picture of yourself at 465.
Yeah, no. And I mean, but I keep telling people, like, I don't care what happens on October 18th. I win the moment that I step on that stage.
But you already have one. Let's get that clear.
Yeah.
Because no sleep apnea, no diabetes.
Yeah.
Your blood pressure's probably leveled off. You probably don't aspirate at night when you sleep.
Oh, no.
And I did that all the time.
Yeah.
Back I mean, literally, the minute I literally stopped eating sugars, that goes away.
Yeah.
I try to explain that to people, like, oh, okay, I'm just telling you. So you've already looked death in the face and said, I got you. And I'm not over exaggerating that. At 465, your next step, your next breath. How hard was it to breathe at 465?
That's the thing, is like, I mean, and that's what I mean by changing as a person. Like, you get so comfortable living uncomfortably that I didn't realize it was uncomfortable until I dropped the weight.
And you're like,
yeah, like,
I can feel my lungs.
And it took a while to feel that way. As in, like, you realize, like, the bike rides become easier. The, like, your strength training, you look at the trends and you're like, oh my gosh, I've made so much progress. But
your story is incredible. I mean, just incredible.
Thank you.
And I mean, this is stuff you see fabricated in Hollywood, but it's not. It's right here in Indiana, and you've got living evidence of all of it, and that's amazing.
And that's what I say, like with earlier, like the point of, though you can drop the weight, but like, and I always say, like, at 465 pounds, looking back, like, that guy didn't like himself. Like, he was not in love with himself at all.
No.
I've grown, like, emotionally, intelligently with all the, the workouts and the ways you do the workouts, physically. But, I mean, and that's what I always say, like, regardless of what change you want to make, it's possible. You just have to put your mind to it. Have the dedication, have the discipline. That's
the $1 million thing, though. But you're I mean, there's hundreds of people that may not be at 465, but at 350 and 325, and you can hear them. There's no way I can do that. And of course, the minute you say can't, you're right, you can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so my biggest health challenge is quitting smoking with a much better, how much better I felt after that, I can imagine. Mm-hmm. Right. So the motivation in you, man, that is, bottle that up and sell it, because that's hard to obtain, hard to keep. You've been doing it 2 years.
I mean, yeah, and I tell everyone
you've turned
that asks
the corner
about it, the biggest factor is you.
Yeah.
Like, you're your biggest obstacle.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we lie.
Yeah.
We lie to ourselves. Mm-hmm. I'll go tomorrow. I'll only eat a couple pieces of pizza. Excuse me, Father. I have sinned. Trust me. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get any ice cream. We're going to Dairy Queen.
It's the Monday mindset, as they call it. Mm-hmm. You can always start again on Monday.
Start over again.
Technically, that's true. You can start on Monday. But how many Mondays you got left?
Exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah. And you're not guaranteed tomorrow.
Nope. None of us.
Nope.
So you just, I mean, sleep habits. You probably sleep so much more sound now.
Well, I am a nurse.
So you don't sleep at all. No. Right.
I live on yawns.
Yeah, yawns and coffee.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Well, so I got to ask you this. You've turned the corner. Mm-hmm. You only got to drop another 20 pounds, but this is for your competition. You're out of that mindset now. You're in competition mindset.
Yeah.
And this is for the protein guys out there like me. What do you eat? Now, I know I'm not going to do yogurt. I'm not going to do oats.
Yeah. What's
your best source of protein? Steak, eggs, chicken.
Just because it digests really well for me. I actually don't do any red meat. I never have. In fact,
So where do you get your fat? You get your fat from your yogurt?
I mean, my fat's really low. And even my yogurt actually is a 0 fat yogurt. Okay.
You do the Greek, whatever that is, yeah.
Yeah, the 000 is exactly what. And I will, my little caveat for that is the protein, the Oikos protein one actually has less protein per calorie. So buy the 000.
Avocados?
I used to eat those. I don't. They're so high in fat. I mean,
but they are fat.
I'm limited to 60 grams a day of fat. So it's really low, and it's just. I mean, it kind of sneaks up on you. So all the.
Well, I mean, and you guys will both know, if you go straight carnivore, you got to have a fat.
Yeah. No.
Or you won't poop.
Well, that's what
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And trust me, those first few days of carnivore, you're like, oh, that's all it does is eat meat. And you're like, oh boy, I gotta go, and you can't. You gotta go, but you can't.
Yeah.
Because it's just a big lump of meat.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, that's when I buy the Celtic salt, Carrie's Gold butter, and fatty ribeyes to get that fat intake in there.
That digestion, yeah.
Oh yeah, got to get the intestine fired back up. It's like, oh, okay, we can do this now.
Yeah.
It balances out eventually. But those first few days, I warn people. So I've heard some, like you say, they're going to go in there and you're just going to be like, will it ever stop? And there's some like me that go in there and be like, is it ever going to come out?
Well, yeah.
I'm hurting here.
I actually had that scare after my abdominal surgery. I had to get back in the hospital for poor gut motility. And that's I've actually been at 176 before.
So that's the lowest you've got?
The lowest I was 176. Woo! And that was because after my abdominal, it's what's called circumferential abdominoplasty. They cut all the way around. I have a scar now. Took 8.5 pounds of skin off then. I weighed 210, came out weighing about 202. But then I just couldn't eat because I was in bed, didn't want to get up, didn't want to do anything. I was in so much pain. And then when I did eat, it wouldn't go through me that well because the oxy was stopping all the food from moving. So then I just didn't eat, and I dropped 20 pounds unhealthily. But in
it's gone.
2 months time,
hey,
yeah.
Divorce always works too, but we don't want to go there. Just joking. If anybody's on it, I gained it all back. Yeah, you gotta. Man, you've been through a lot.
Oh yeah.
But you're getting there. When did you know you were gonna? How far along? You had to be in the mid 2s, I would assume, where you're like, I got this. This piece of cake.
I mean, the biking, and then what ended up hospitalizing me with that low heart rate, and then the surgeon did compare me to Olympians.
I was gonna say that is. That's the logic doesn't even make sense to that, because your heart probably beat itself to death at 465 pounds just to move an ounce of blood.
My heart was taking a break, is what everybody tells me.
Yeah, it's like, dude, we're on.
And the nurses I work with, because I work with cardiac kiddos. One of the nurses I work with, he's like, could you imagine your heart every 2 seconds it's beating?
Yeah.
When they talk about me going down to 23, because like that's what it was doing. Every 2 seconds it would beat. And it maintained 35 the whole night that I was in the hospital that night. Like it was just low. And they did all the tests.
But it wasn't causing any adverse reactions?
Like I said, my fluid was down. But they didn't even give me fluids in the hospital because that wasn't necessarily the problem.
That wasn't the driving factor.
Yeah. The driving factor was that I biked like crazy and I got my heart rate really, really low. And even now, unconditioned, my heart rate rests at like low 40s, high 30s. And by unconditioned, I mean I just don't do as much cardio as I did last
Because it got used to trying to force blood through 465 pounds of skin.
No, that's like I will love about come stage time is like my vasculature is that of a 465 pound person. So they're like the massive veins will show up for sure on stage.
And that'll be a really cool look.
That's using your disadvantage to an advantage at this point.
Yeah.
So at what point in time in your journey did you go, I'm going to be a bodybuilder? I'm 300 pounds now. I want to be a bodybuilder. Were you 5'10"?
I'm 5'10".
Yeah. 5'10", and you're going to be a bodybuilder, and you're 200 pounds overweight.
I never thought, I don't know when it hit. Like, I guess like when the weight started dropping, I was like, I look good. Just like,
you're feeling muscle tone.
And not good as in like physically good. I just like felt good, and I was like, you look healthy. You look good.
You do look healthy.
Well, thank you. I've worked very hard.
Yeah.
But I think it was actually, I was kind of thinking about it. Braden Tester at the gym, he like had started his journey to the stage, and I saw him doing it, and I was like, I don't know. I just saw him working at it, and I was like, that's fun. Like I could work a little harder and get there. This abdominal, like the skin removal surgery, that one definitely like. Once my mom even said, she's like, I knew the moment that you got that skin removed, you were going to try to build abs. And I was like, now that I can show abs, I'm very much going to be trying to show abs.
Right. It's no longer a keg down there.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, that's when I was like thinking about like, and it wasn't even like, and that's how weird, like the person I am, it's never about, like it just won't ever be about me. Like I can't let it be about me. I don't know what it is about my personality. I mean, I'm a nurse, like at heart. But it's about other people and seeing my story and making sure that they know
100%.
that they can do it. And to say that, like, I mean, I guess that's it. Like, when I get to stage, regardless, is to show people that you can do it. And that's what I was like, I want to be able to show people that, like, because I have shirtless photos when I weighed, like, I didn't take them at 465, and like, I regret it so much. My cousin said I would. He's like, take all the photos. You'll regret it. You don't want to look at yourself in those photos right now, but you regret not taking those photos. And so I have some at like 380, 420 maybe, but none like shirtless at 465. I have one that's like my Save Ferris shirt that I show everyone. That's like, this is what I used to look like. But I just wanted to be like, regardless of what it is, like I said, like a mindset change, a lifestyle change, a weight change, like anything you want to do, you can. You can have 465 pounds of body weight and then show abs eventually. And that's my biggest goal come stage time. I don't know if I'll achieve it. But like I said, my biggest goal right now is just to step on that stage come October.
Did you ever get your BMI checked when you were at 465 and then now?
38. I'm still overweight technically.
38 now?
No, 38 then.
Yeah,
it's
I was
like
going to say, there's no way it's 38 now.
No, it's like 24 now.
Yeah.
So.
But you're burning that off. You're getting there.
Oh, yeah, no.
And the more muscle you get, the more muscle wants to be created and burns the fat.
Mm-hmm.
And boom,
that's where all the
boom,
calories
boom,
come
boom.
from. My muscles are eating all the calories, so I've got to fuel them.
Dude, it's just phenomenal. It's mind blowing. Mm-hmm. 465 pounds. Yeah,
and that's
I know a guy that was at 450.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, holy cow, you were bigger than him.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I think he's 5'11", 6 foot.
I was very close to literally being a quarter ton is what I always think about. Like the fact that I could have, honestly, easily, if I didn't make a change, I could have easily.
A couple pizzas more and you'd have been there.
Yeah, 500 pounds. I mean, a 30-pound weight gain, 35 pounds would have been nothing then.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I've joked about with like, and I thought about it when I was thinking about like having that last little monologue. The body dysmorphia. Like, I've made the change in 2 years, and like I'll be at the gym at 4 a.m. I don't do it as much as I used to because it's kind of been in my mind. Like, I've been this weight for a little bit now, like a few months. That I was in the gym one day at 4 a.m. I was like, oh God, someone else is here at 4 a.m. And it was me in the mirror. And that happens all the time.
Didn't recognize yourself.
Yeah, no, it's something you deal with a lot. And I like, with the photo I have, it's like posted in my mirror at home, like look at every day. Because like you get in your head about stuff like that where it's like you look bigger that day and you're just like, wow, I'm back to being huge. But then like I always like associate like that photo with like, the person in the mirror. And
so what was the biggest, other than dropping the weight, what is the biggest thing, what's the one thing that you noticed right off the bat once you started dropping the weight? What's the one thing that affected you the most?
I don't know if this is the question you're asking, but I guess like confidence would be the biggest word.
Okay.
Like,
that's fine.
Becoming more of myself.
Yeah.
And being more comfortable.
So nothing physical,
myself.
more internal.
Yeah. No, 100, like, I mean, the weight dropped and like my personality just came out. It flourished.
I was thinking knees, ankles, hips, something. No. This was all internal.
I think that's what's weird is like I never was an inactive person. I just had a very unhealthy relationship with food. Like I did everything that you would want to do at that weight.
Exactly, Mike.
But at the same time, like I was a very active 465-pound person. Mm-hmm. I mean, I played sports. I didn't do anything in college, but like I never once like I didn't necessarily live like a super sedentary lifestyle. Like I would still go do things.
Did you drink alcohol?
Never. No.
There you go.
I mean, I went to Bloomington College. I didn't drink alcohol. That says a lot, I think.
You were at IU and didn't drink?
Nope.
I don't know where Kilroy's is. So, yeah, you're the DD. There you go. I gotta have one.
Gotta keep them safe.
Yeah. Dude, that's phenomenal. Grant, what do you think, bud?
Oh, it's incredible. And I mean, that's why whenever Kevin, asked me, he was like, what do you think? I was like, let's do it, man. We'll sponsor you too. Let's do what we can.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Make them proud. That's for sure.
It's helped a ton. And that's like the biggest obstacle right now because I am in college, have to pay the
good old Sally Mae.
Good old tuition, literally.
Right.
Well, I already maxed out that.
Oh. You got to promise me though, the next drive you do is getting yourself out there because you're going to save people's lives. You know that.
No, that's what
along with guys like him in your company and his company, you're going to save people's lives.
Yeah. Come October, it will be a big. That's my girlfriend.
That's your girl?
Yeah.
There you go. Got to have that support.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. She's definitely in my corner.
There you go. You got a good one here. Look at the camera.
One thing that I want to ask you, because at least with the clients that I work with, I think one thing that people probably should hear is, like during your transformation, it wasn't all smooth sailing, right?
No, I mean, that's what I tell people. They're always like, even now with this diet that I'm on, they'll like to ask like about cheat meals, like what can you eat? I'm like, I can eat whatever I want now. Like I really can. And I definitely like not smooth sailing by any means. I mean, I even like I had an unhealthy relationship with food. I dropped that 80 pounds. And I like, this is probably the first time anyone's ever heard me say it. My mom definitely witnessed it at home, but like I binge ate like the week before surgery.
Yeah.
Like I knew that I was never going to be able to eat like that again. And so I did. And
what was your choice of weapon? I want to know.
Pizza. It'll always be pizza.
Candy, chocolate or pizza for me.
It's always
whether ice cream or candy form.
For me, it's chips.
Yeah, that's number 3. Yeah, because but I grew up in the bologna sandwich on dirty bread with chips on it on the sandwich, and chips on the side. We had chips with. There was a potato in some form in everything you ate.
Yeah.
Being Irish, Catholic, Italian, we had chips.
Potatoes are actually the most satiating food, though.
Potatoes, green beans with just about everything we ate, and then it was spaghetti time the rest of the week. So,
that makes me think. Pasta night was definitely a night all the time at my house for sure too. Spaghetti. That's my sister's favorite meal.
Yeah,
it's the first meal she learned how to cook, and she whenever like we'd go over to her house. It'd be like spaghetti every time.
Well, yeah, it's quick, it's cheap, and it's good. So, do people look at you when they hear the story and they're like, "Oh, BS, there's no way you're 465"?
Yeah, I mean, every time I mention
that.
it, like I even wear my badge at work, and it's halfway through my journey, probably when I weighed like upper 200s, low 300s, because we got new badges at work.
Yeah, 365, I'd be like, come on.
Well, they recognized it. They like recognized the fact that I'm not the person on the badge, and then the story spills out.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Your photo ID.
Yeah, at work.
At work.
It's not me, really.
Well, and one of my favorite things too is because I asked Kevin not too long ago, because with our gym, like we have, a photo of everyone.
Sure.
That way we know who's who. And, it's before he lost all that weight. And I mean, looking at that photo, you wouldn't know that it's you. And I asked him, I was like, do you want me to change this? And he was like, absolutely not.
No,
Never.
you got to keep that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I have a picture of it now, though.
Yeah.
Like of the picture of the picture.
Right.
Yeah.
That's incredible, man.
No, but no, that's what, even like there's like a few like new techs that have started at work, and they'll like, someone will be talking, like whispering about my story, like the other girls at work, and because I'm the only male nurse on days right now. But then they'll ask about it, and they'll be like, there's no way. Because like,
Yeah.
I mean, I've had my skin removed on the bottom. I wear these like compression shirts to hold everything together, and then that's what I mean. Like my personality, I'm very bad about tooting my own horn, but my muscles are defined. So like, it's kind of, the weight's not there anymore, really.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely gone.
We have every right to.
Wow.
I mean, people are going to complain. I want to lose another 30, and I'll complain about that, and I'll gripe about that. You lost 265 pounds in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's 132 pounds.
It's an obese person.
Yeah.
That's what I think about all the
Morbid.
time. Yeah, morbidly obese.
You lost 132 pounds in a year.
Yeah.
Twice. Not once, twice.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're trying to lose 20. So, and get bulk and get strong.
It's funny though, 'cause
lean.
that's like what he's talking about with like the roller coasters. It's like even now with that 20 pounds, it's like, God, I'm tired of this. Like I know I can eat this and just stay where I'm at, and I'm done losing this weight.
Right.
Is that your sister?
Yeah.
Spaghetti is delicious. Super. There you go. I love it. I know, Matt. Imagine that. Couldn't imagine that. Me griping. But can't say. I barely know you, but to say proud of you as one human to another because of the journey that you're on. And I know you went to bed hungry. How many times? Mm-hmm. And you had to force yourself, your mind and your soul and your everything else, saying,
I think
"Don't do it."
Hungry for food, but I was hungrier for life, is what I like to say.
Dude, that is so awesome, man.
Yeah.
That story has to get out.
Literally winning my life back, and I've done that.
You write a book, do something, because that's going to save lives.
That's my goal now. Like I said, October's a big month. That's when I test for my CPT. That's whenever I have my competition.
Oh, I didn't know October's the test for
It's the
that.
test date.
Yeah.
The issue is that with school, it's like trying to fit that in is insane. But I'm doing it. I'm like about a third of the way
You know
through.
why there's not very many old people at 465 pounds?
I mean, my doctor told me why there's not that many old
All right.
people.
So that means there's a lot of young people right now at 300 plus pounds out there that could watch this or hear this or catch wind of it. That hopefully, even if it's just one of them, you change their life to go, if that guy can do it, I can do it. Maybe they'll reach out to you. Can people reach out to you?
Yeah. So I have.
Or through K2?
Well, I have just now started, and K2's posted a couple times on their story. It's Get Good CPT, my last name with the E on the end, and then CPT for certified personal trainer on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, and that's the easiest way to find me. To find like the GoFundMe that I started just to support, with, like I said, paying for college and paying for the bodybuilding, the trip to hopefully Canada, compete in the world competition I'm going to compete either way, but I'd love to podium in October, and then you get automatically qualified for the world competition in November. I'm going either way, but the trip there, just paying for that and stuff.
Sure.
We can all carpool up there.
There you go.
Nice 12-hour drive. We can do it.
Wait a minute. What time of year?
November.
You might get through Michigan, and then you're going to run into snow.
Right.
Right there.
They say, though, you can take 69 now and not have to take any. There's no stoplights, no stop signs all the way to Canada now.
69?
Yeah.
Where's it run up through? Chicago, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think it might cut
Up and
through,
over.
like, Michigan.
It does. I
area.
stand corrected.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. 69 shoots that way. I was thinking
right
65.
from here, you'd go like 465, and then you shoot back.
Shoot back up on the northeast side of the circle.
Yep.
I know where you're at. Yeah, it goes straight up.
No stop signs. No
Took
stop
that
lights.
to Michigan State game a couple times, so I'm pretty much all the way up there. It got off Fort Wayne area, but it takes you all the way up there. So,
Yeah.
Wow. I'm amazed. I mean, just it's flabbergasting. 465 pounds, and I worry about 20. I can't lose that 20 pounds.
That's what I tell people too. And like whenever like my cousin at the gym that I'm training, I'll tell him the same thing. I'm like, I don't know. Like what I did is like, obviously it doesn't happen a lot. And so if you're just trying to get the 20 pounds, like it does take a lot of work.
But like anything in life and sports and competition, no one's going to run an under 10-second 100-yard dash.
Yeah.
And then once the first guy did it, you had 1,000 people out there going, what did he do to get under 10? And now they're running 9.2s and 9.3s, and you know what I mean?
That's what I mean by like it's possible. Like if you're trying to just lose that little bit of weight or just like trying to make that little change in your life, and that's where we keep saying, and I think he's kind of backed me on the discipline aspect. Like you can motivate yourself to get to the gym in the morning, but how many times are you going to motivate yourself before you're actually disciplining yourself to do so?
Did you have anyone ringing your phone, yelling at you, get your ass out of bed and get to the gym?
No, it was me.
Really?
It was all me.
So how much better would it have been if you would have had someone, hey, get up. You're dying. Get up.
See, now, I feel like it has to come from the inside. I feel like it has to be internal.
I agree.
Intrinsic motivation is going to motivate you more than external motivation.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. But, I mean, would it have been even more so? Yes, you can. I never thought I could. Look at you. Way to go, Pam.
Awesome job.
That's awesome. Love that.
Okay, let me rephrase it then. The support that you had from your family once you started.
That's the biggest thing, honestly.
That's what's needed more so.
And I mean, not even just like my family, like my mom supported me the whole way there. She's always been there for me. From
coworkers, girlfriend.
Coworkers. The K2. I love to tout them, like the community there. Like it's hard to go to a gym in general.
You're not going to find a better bunch of people.
You're not
going to
find a better community.
We really do have a great community there.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just an amazing place to be. I even like the other day, just to like a little bit of a story, is I lost something there. I was so worried that it was just going to get nabbed, and it was there.
Yeah,
lost my bear, like literally my $200 headphones there one time. They were there, just waiting on me.
Well, I mean, I was reps, and it kind of changed ownerships.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't reps, and I went to that Planet place.
Yeah.
Because these guys weren't around.
Yeah.
And then the minute they took it over, that's when I called Planet and said, "We're done."
You broke up with
literally.
them. Yeah.
And I'll tell you a story about K2, and it was reps back in the day. My brother passed from cancer. Coming up on third year in October, but he and I and some other members of the family would go to and do those treadmills. I would ride the bike a lot, and then they would do treadmills. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was one of his favorite places to go, was because he was actually he was working his way up to run a 2-mile thing.
Oh yeah.
Prior to then, he had brain surgery, and then he got cancer.
Yeah.
Cancer, and then cancer later on killed him anyway. But yeah, we used to go in there, and so it meant that place holds something dear in my heart. But where it was at, I didn't want to be involved in it. But then once people like he gets involved, you just know it's a different level. Mm-hmm. And
it's
like
been a different
instantly, I
level
was
since
like,
then.
dude, I want back in there.
Like the community was already there, but they've done a great job of fostering it and like letting it grow even more than it already was.
Yeah, well, he like I said, he's not going to come out in the street and drag you and say, get your ass to the gym. But if you go to him and say, Grant, here's where I'm at. Here's where I want to be.
Or not even, I mean, Grant will definitely do that, but I mean, just the community aspect in general. Like,
oh, you're talking the whole, everybody goes in there.
Yeah.
I'm talking about everybody, but even like, Grant's not dragging you from the street, but the moment you walk into that gym, you know you're at home.
Oh, yeah.
Gym.
100%.
Like, you don't, like, he doesn't have to tell you to stay. Like, you come for the fitness, you stay for K2.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he's throwing all sorts of slogans out there for you. Just these are recorded, so just go play them back this afternoon. Hey, there's one we're putting on the wall right there.
No, I love that, and really everyone there is so supportive. one of my favorite things is, we have, I don't know if Jimmy's still on here, but, we have people that are, just getting to a point where they can bench press the bar, and we have people benching over 500 pounds and everyone's cheering each other on.
That's fantastic.
It's a supportive environment. People aren't afraid to go and ask help. People are there to give pointers if you need that. Like I said, the whole reason why, we even wanted to do this in the first place was just to kind of give back. So I have been incredibly busy, but one of the things that we're doing on the back end is we want to just give a lot of free resources. So, I just programmed, with the help of ChatGPT, a little, calorie thing where, you can input weight, calories, it'll spit you out like what your maintenance is. So we're in the process of doing, a bunch of free, resources in regards to programming, nutrition, things like that. That way, no matter where you are in your journey, you can come in there, know exactly what you're doing. And I forget what you said. Stay for the community, right?
So I'll stay for K2.
Stay for K2. I like that. That's a good slogan right there. Stay for K2.
I got to ask you this.
Stay for K2.
What about your T level? Did it go up, down? Have you checked it? Do you increase
I've
it?
never once checked it. And that's something that is funny you mentioned, because Braden the other day, whenever I was talking about, I was like, I've reached a point where I'm satisfied, but I want to like do something else. And he looked at me and he's like, "You're not talking about steroids, are you?" I was like, never. I was like, I just won my life back. I don't want to go back to that.
Well, I mean, testosterone. I mean, I get the steroids part of it, but you can. I mean, if your T's low,
Yeah.
that can take you to another level by itself.
Yeah. I mean, I never even thought about it. I don't think mine is, but definitely.
At 28, it shouldn't be.
Oh, no.
It should not be.
No.
Yeah. But I just was curious if you had that checked or had to increase or decrease, or because sometimes they worry about you getting too high.
With the only thing that I've had checked, and that's because of the bariatric surgery, is like my supplements. Like I have to take calcium 3 times a day.
Sure.
My iron was a little bit low, so I'm on an iron supplement now, and then I take a daily vitamin just to keep up with all of them.
Yeah.
But
Take a daily vitamin just to keep up with yourself, because you're out there.
yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
Gentlemen, is there anything else you want to add? I look forward to this advancement in the story and you getting on the podium. And I hope you have a TikTok.
I have a TikTok, Facebook.
Am I following you on TikTok yet? Because I'm going to.
I don't know. It's Get Good CPT.
Okay.
That's
Should
what
I get
they
a
all are.
TikTok?
You guys should.
Should I?
I mean, there's a good side and bad side to all social media. Let's just be honest.
I mean, I just make the same video and I just upload them to all.
But
yeah.
you reach so many people on the TikTok, like communities are formed. Like your story, you'll have, look who you're going to touch. You're going to have, what do you guys call the dude? What is that? Bodybuilders. You're going to have bodybuilders. You're going to have exercise gurus, and you're going to have people that need to hear your story that are 300 morbid obese. Mm-hmm. That are going to have to hear this guy was there.
I work with kids a lot, and that's what I always say. Like, if I could find a niche spot, like, especially like I'm getting my nurse practitioner license now, if I could find a spot where I could like work with those kids medically and also work with them physically in some regard, that would be the dream job. And I always say, like, you can't live to regret life because you won't make any progress forward. But like, at the same time, if I could have looked at 16-year-old me and said, hey, like, you can make the change, it's possible. Like, look, we did it.
But at 16, you never at a convention.
And that's what I'd say all the time. And that's why you can't live to regret it. Because then I think about 16-year-old me, I'm like, well, he's not going to be, like, it doesn't matter who told him that. He's not doing that. Yeah, literally.
I'm smart enough to know everything right now at 16.
Yeah, for real.
We all were there.
Yeah, no.
It's good stuff, man. So glad you came in. Nice to see Mr. Grant, as always. You're
always a pleasure.
You're in good company
I
there.
see him a lot. Because I'm there so early, he won't meet me in the morning.
Wait, you beat him in?
Oh, yeah.
I beat
Oh, that's even
He beats
better.
everyone. He basically has a private gym. If you ever want a private gym, come
Right.
before.
Pictures all the time. I'm like, early bird gets the whole gym to himself.
What's up, Keaton? That's phenomenal. That's a story of inspiration, dedication, motivation, and you check all the boxes. And the best thing about it is you got the photos. You got the sauce, as they would say.
You got
so
the sauce.
because you get people, blow smoke. Yeah, I weighed 300 and I worked out for 7 years. I'm down to 220. Really? This guy was at 465 and lost 132 pounds for 2 years
One thing I love
straight.
to say about that photo is it used to be my favorite photo. And then now it's like one of my least favorite photos to show people.
Well,
I
I
like
mean,
showing it for the progress, but at
Yeah.
the same time, I'm like, I'm like, that used to be like, I would be like, look at the photo I took while I was in San Diego. And now I'm like, look at this guy who used to be
that ate San Diego.
Literally.
And food is so addictive. And they, if I could go back to when I was doing all that, and I think the sugar is what got me, the addiction to sugar, you know, which I say is it doesn't kill you like cocaine or meth, but it kills you over the long haul.
Yeah, and cardiovascular is the leading cause of death, and what do you think causes that? More morbidly obese.
Yeah.
So
and it tricks you up here to think, oh, I'm okay, and you're not. You're dying. If I could go back to when I was exercising and staying in shape, and for me to battle that out, and hell, I was still drinking milk, regular milk, probably chugging a pop, eating the bread that they make for you now, you know, that is nothing but pure sugar, eventually. And I just think I could have changed all that with what I know now and stayed at that and maintained that, because that's the most disappointing thing. And I meant to ask you that. 350, 350, 347, 348, 350 again. Did that ever hit? And you're like, oh, I'm back to 350. How many times did you digress?
On this 465 to now, like
once you started, it kept going.
It's a graph that just goes straight down.
Oh, that's phenomenal, dude.
If anything, it was the straight down to 176 after my surgery, and then I shot back up to 200 once I started going back to the gym and then back to the diet.
Sure, but you were at where you wanted to be though then.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's what, going into my like skin removal, I was like, I wanted to make sure that I was where I wanted to be, because I didn't want to, like, my biggest fear was like, they're going to take all the skin off and then I'm going to have more skin. Like, I have to go back.
That's awesome, man. That's a miracle right there, bud. That is that's an incredible story.
Thank you.
And I'm so glad you came in here and we worked it out. We almost canceled because
Mother Nature.
Weather in this
Mother
area.
Nature was not happy today.
Yeah, and if it was going to be tornado and we were going to stay live, and I knew you were like, whatever it takes, dude, and we were going to get you in here eventually. But and then last time when you were going to come in, I don't think you could have showed up. I was like, we got to have Grant in here. We got to have Grant. Because he hadn't been in a while. So.
Well, and I unfortunately I didn't see the text message come through. It was about 7:30, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh God, yeah, I'll be there."
Oh, tonight?
Yeah.
Good thing you got in.
I'm glad that I could make it in, though. It's always fun. Yeah, and I wanted so many people to be able to hear Kevin's story.
Yeah,
because he really is an inspiration.
Thank you. I mean, that's all I live to do now, is inspire others. Like, I love telling my story, not for myself, but for everyone to hear it.
I'm serious. Have you gone to the high school? Have you gone to the schools and talked?
No, I've not done a lot of that. That's what I mean by gaining my confidence. Like, only recently have I had even the confidence to, like, someone's like, you should start YouTube. And how many times did I hear that on this whole journey? And I probably should have, but I never did. And now I'm like,
dude, there's a reason why you do that too. I'm just being honest.
I mean, I always say, like,
you're going to motivate people.
Well, even that for me is like, if I could, that'd be great. Only because I could do it full time and make it like to where I'm inspiring others every day.
There's guys out there with not a third the story that you have that are profiting off of their efforts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, hey, come October, get good CPT.
There you go.
Be official.
Yeah. Exactly. He'll be ready to go then.
K2 with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll drive by there and beep. I love those guys.
I will drag you in.
I'm an old man now. Easy. Guys, I appreciate it coming in.
Yeah,
I want to have you back in. I know I'm going to get him back in.
Yeah.
I need to go there and go live again. I used to do that, actually. I would go in and go live from the area, and I need to do that more often.
Did I tell you that we renovated the office and we have it as it's all set up. I've got the webcams, I've got the mics, I've got it all set up. We just haven't done it yet.
All I got to do is walk in there and go live for you.
I know. I just got to hit play.
You got a computer set up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Well, no, we're not quite that professional. It's just my laptop, but we've got everything else set up.
Does the laptop, how many cameras got?
2.
2? Mm-hmm. And it handles them well?
Mm-hmm.
I bought a pretty beefed up laptop, and it does well with 2 cams, because sometimes you get the, I call it like you're in water, and you can see the camera when you move your arm. It's like, why does my arm look like it's moving in slow motion? And that's when we were firing this all up, and making sure we had the right.
Honestly, I probably should get you to look over all that because this is all new to me. Yeah.
Just not that I'm an IT guy, but
I guarantee you know a lot more than me.
got good mics, good sound in the room. The thing I was worried about here was needing to kill some of the sound, but we didn't have carpet, so it wasn't going to eat it there, and the floor doesn't reverb off of it. Outside we get a little traffic, and that's all right.
Yeah,
we're a podcast right along the main drag. The biggest thing is the windows and the noise every now and then. But
yeah. Well, with our podcast, you're going to hear some deadlifts and some,
kind of cool.
It's all right. But gym podcasts, it's fitting.
Yeah, you got to have that. That's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah. So, the room, we probably need to put up some of those like foam panels and whatnot.
Kill them, change the vibration around the room a little bit. Yeah.
And we just repainted.
If you look straight down that hallway, you see a whole stack of them.
Oh, yeah.
You see them in the corner?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We were going to do that in his office because when he's in there doing stuff and I'm out here with the show, and if it's not severe weather, it get noisy and he's trying to communicate and stuff. So, but anyway, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, man.
I appreciate you guys coming in. Inspiration, man. That makes me want to keep going.
You can do it.
I mean, not yogurt and oats, but what I'm doing, and everybody's got to do their different thing.
There's a method to your madness.
Yes, sir.
Method to your madness.
And it makes me want to not have as many cheat days as I have had.
They're easy to come by.
Oh, especially around my birthday, because there was nothing better than go with my daughter. Real quick, and we'll get off here. My daughter's like, "Where do you want to go?" And they're like, "Let's go to Fogo." And I was like, "Dude, I could pound meat at Fogo, and I could literally eat all the meat I wanted."
That was one of my last meals.
Oh, I know. And like, but they're like, "We're gonna buy."
I love Fogo.
You don't understand. That's like $75 a person.
Yeah. So
and there's like 6 of us going, and they wanted to buy it. I'm like, I'm not doing that to them. It's like, where you want to go? And I said, let's just go to Dairy Queen and get an ice cream cake. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I didn't go that route. I got Buster bars, and I got
It's a Buster bar.
It's just a big chunk of ice cream with chocolate and peanuts all over it. Yeah, like a peanut butter parfait on a stick, basically.
Okay, hey, I'll take that.
And really then I would get the it's a newer one. It's called something, and it's got chocolate and Reese's and peanuts and everything else in it. And I was like, so I got hooked on those for like 2 days. I was like, I gotta stop because I gotta get back to it. So I'm on it, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. You guys be safe out there. Hopefully our storms are over. Now it's going to get really hot and really humid. This is not chubby guy weather at all coming up. Nothing but swamp ass. So
outside.
no Goggins. I'm not doing that. So not at this age. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Yes, it is.
I don't think I have it. I had one scheduled. I do not think I have a show Thursday, which it's going to end a streak of about 7 days, and that's okay. I need a break. So love you guys. Have a great evening, and we will see you soon.